There's no one on this planet that can stop me.
The Rock made a mistake, a small mistake yesterday, by showing us Josh Whedon's Steppenwolf in his new trailer for Black Adam. But he corrected it very soon. And what does that tell us? That tells us he's here to listen to the fans. And what do the fans want? Henry Cavill back as the Superman. Everything else right after this intro. Hit it. Welcome back to Humble Discussions, and today's topic as to why and how Henry Cavill and The Rock are destined to meet on screen. Firstly, if you would have remembered this tweet where a fan made a poster and called out The Rock by saying that he'll flip off if he finds a superhero or a Superman cameo in the movie Black Adam, and The Rock retweeted it by saying that he's got our back, he knows what the audience wants and he knows what the fans want. And he being more of a fan himself, of course an actor, but a fan also of the DC Extended Universe, he knows that what to expect as a fan and what will cause mayhem on the screens. And after saying that, he did a movie called DC League of Super Pets, where he fought against all odds, against all producers, directors and everything else, and included the Black Adam dog called Anubis in the movie's post-credit scene, where he confronts Superman's dog. And there's also a Black Adam who appears in the movie in the post-credit, and he also confronts Superman in person. And now all this hype and all this drama around that one face-off that will lead to mammoth, huge things in the DC Extended Universe is yet to come. The hype that has been created around this is insane. And these are all indirect marketing. When you market stuffs like these, where you don't give out spoilers, but you don't even show out footages of who is actually in the movie or what to expect from the movie, but you give these one-liners where he says, there's no one on this planet that can stop me, or giving superhero references by showing footages from previous Justice League movies, by showing a sign of hope on Superman's chest, a Batman boomerang, and Wonder Woman's face, Harley Quinn's full shot. So these kind of things, when it happens and it shows and they show it to you on trailers, it definitely means something big is going to happen. If not now, but soon. If it is not going to happen, maybe this movie, which I can bet you that there are references to Superman in this movie. I can bet you there are call-outs to Superman in this movie. I can bet you there are call-outs to Justice League in this movie, where we will see how The Rock as Black Adam can go and fare up against these Justice League heroes. Because he's been calling out and saying stuff like the era of superheroes is over. And that is not how superhero comic works. Superheroes, the name implies that they are about superheroes. So if the era of superheroes is about to be over, there has to be a sign of hope. And trust me, when you see a sign of hope somewhere in the sky, you know that Superman is around, and he will not let the Black Adam get his way to do stuff that he wants to do. There will be obstacles that will be coming in Black Adam's way, and there will be a proper Justice League who will be there to correct Black Adam at every step possible. And that is 100% surely going to happen. If not now, then when? This is the best time to bring in Henry Cavill. He's been out of action from DC's universe for a really long time. This will be the right time to bring him in and show a couple of scenes where he gets called out, or he can suit up as well and confront the Black Adam, and then bang, the movie ends and we wait for the next one. Do you imagine the hype that will create? Do you imagine the amount of theories that people will make, fans will make? And firstly, it will blow our minds off. The movie looks insane from the trailers, right? And we know that this movie at some point of time has to have bigger things than just the backstory of Black Adam, or maybe Black Adam just fighting Sabak, the villain, of course. Because Black Adam is not meant to, fight the Hawkman or the Justice Society, or he's just not about his backstory. Of course, they are important while the character is at a very nascent stage. The development is really important for the character, but he's not meant to do these things. He's meant to fight the Superman. He's meant to go up against the Justice League. He's meant to break rules. He's meant to be corrected for it. He's meant to maybe fight alongside Justice League at times. So those are the things that we know from the comics, and it doesn't necessarily even have to be comics that we have to be concerned about. At the times where Marvel has done this, they have not always referred to their comics, because pretty recently we saw Kamala Khan, who's Miss Marvel. In the comics, she's an Inhuman, but in the MCU, she's not. She's a mutant. She's the first mutant to be said out loud in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And taking the same steps, if DC and Discovery, Warner Brothers take that, they might not even have to go according to the books and the comics. They might have some new plot details to uncover and tell us, a new story to tell us. But at the same time, keeping the entire plot inspired from the comics, but not directly copying from the comics, or not directly all the storylines need not be put into the DC extended universe, right? So when Black Adam's dog appears, that gives us a huge sign of intent from The Rock and the DC cinematic or extended universe that the Superman is lurking somewhere out there, and they need to have a confrontation for sure. And this movie is the perfect time where you need to show Superman, or you need to show some elements regarding Superman, and that will happen. I am 100% sure that will happen. And The Rock, there's a very subtle amount of humility in The Rock, where he acknowledges the fans and he accepts his mistake out loud and he tries to correct it. And that is why I can feel the connection with him, and there is definitely a chance that he thinks just like us, and he knows that we want Henry Cavill back as the Superman. That will be it for this video, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe, and get my voice out there, so that everyone who's just sitting out there and thinking if Henry Cavill is going to show up as Superman or not, or we're going to ever see the Justice League back again, maybe Snyder will be back, we don't know. Make my voice heard to them, and maybe the sign of hope is lurking somewhere out there.